Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's YunKs. Today, I'll be showing you guys Pocket Infinity. This is an exotic year 1 vanilla fusion rifle, and yeah, let's just quickly go over the perks on this thing. So for my sights, I run soft ballistics. Surplus, expect to find more ammo for this weapon. Surplus is definitely needed. In the middle, we have hand loaded. This weapon is effective at an extended range. Extended mag, a larger mag. So the mag size will go from 3 to 4 with extended mag on, and perfect balance. This weapon has extremely low recoil, so typically I will usually run stability on fusion rifles, but 3 shots in the mag is just a little too low for this specific fusion rifle, so that is why I run extended mag. I think it really needs that extra shot. And the last and main perk here, Pocket Infinity, and this is why this weapon needs surplus and that extra shot in the mag. Pocket Infinity fires in full auto mode and has a chance to return rounds that miss to the mag. So that full auto mode will really make your shots go very, very quickly. Now, before we get into it, I do want to mention this is a low charge rate fusion rifle. Anyway, let's just take a look at the aesthetics. Alright, this thing does look badass. Let's just get right into the gameplay. So, Pocket Infinity versus the Ultra Knight for the DPS test. It took me 16 shots to put him down, having to reload 3 times, each reload clocking in at about 2 seconds long, each projectile dealing 456 damage to 228 damage. There are 7 projectiles in each shot, and it took me 14.3 seconds to kill him. Alright, now, it does seem like the longer you are firing this weapon, the less damage it deals. It doesn't say it anywhere on the weapon, but this just may be the case. Of course, I could be wrong. Anyway, we're moving right along into PvP, and Pocket Infinity will again deal an inconsistent number of 50 to 26 damage to your enemy. That is per projectile and probably depending on how long you've been holding the trigger. So I'm not going to go ahead and tell you guys exactly how many projectiles you need in order to kill your enemy. I'm just going to say make sure you land as many as possible. And of course, try to be as accurate as you can while using this fusion rifle. And maybe if you're running this in PvP, perfect balance wouldn't be the worst choice for that extra stability, really tightening up those projectiles, overall making a more reliable fusion. But of course, then you will only have 3 shots in the mag, and that kind of takes some of the fun out of this weapon. Just being able to unload as many shots as possible in full auto is an absolute blast on this thing. Pocket Infinity does have a pretty slow charge rate, clocking in at about 0.8 seconds long, so you're really going to have to pre-charge this around corners when necessary. You're probably going to be doing this very, very often with this weapon. Now let's talk a little bit about Pocket Infinity's recoil. Now, just like most fusion rifles, this thing does want to kick up and to the left, so you're going to want to aim a little down and to the right of your enemy depending on the distance. And when you factor in full auto, this thing can be quite difficult to control. Well, at least at first, it just takes some practice and some getting used to, and you should be okay. This thing does have potential to just really burn through your enemies, even in their supers, as you just saw. Anyway, leave in the comments and let me know, guys, do you still have your Pocket Infinities? And if you do you still use it? And what do you think of it? Or is it just sitting in your vault? And if you don't have Pocket Infinity, is this an exotic fusion rifle you would want? Let me know. Also, do you think this may come into year 3 with Rise of Iron? I kind of hope so. This gun is a lot of fun to use, and I would love to see it make a return. Overall, I did have a great time with Pocket Infinity. I actually used it in the Iron Banner. Even with the low light level, I still made it work. This fusion rifle does have potential in the right situations, and I would certainly say this is more of a fun to use weapon than more of a serious weapon, so to speak. At least in the Crucible. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and leave a sub if you haven't already if you want to see more weapon reviews similar to this one. I'm always covering weapons here in Destiny. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time.